Cause I was behind Nick and Sierra all the way. So like now I feel like it's like night one to me.
Yeah, get chemical. I I'm mad that she left over that comment, and I feel like Nick should have been a little bit more upset, but he just wasn't. I don't
Well,
know.
hold
I
on.
read a
Like,
com
go ahead. What comment you read?
I read a comment and they were saying like if anyone's playing the game, he's playing it well. And I think he is playing the game. I don't know. I just felt like he should have been a little bit more upset.
Now now it's funny because I have somebody that I talk to about Love Island, and me and her always go back and forth about it. And I always say, all right, but you can't judge what you don't see on the show. But understand that they don't show
That's true.
everything. Understand that they don't show everything.
Yeah.
And Nick did seem upset. But of course, I'm sure like Love
He
Island, like that's not
yes.
what they want to focus on when it comes to Nick. So they probably
Mhm.
cut a lot of that out.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to cry a little bit, but he just
His
didn't.
eyes
He
were
held
red. His
back.
eyes were red. My eyes
Yeah.
were red. My eyes were red watching. I was like, dang, they got Sierra. That was my favorite couple too. Like, I wanted to ask who your favorite couple was, and I was so ready to be like, oh yeah, mine's been Nick and Sierra, but I can't even say that anymore.
I think if I would have to say it was okay, so it was Nick and Sierra too. But
Come on, Team Niera, Team Niera.
I think I like Ace and Shelly together only because they've been like often like they were going through a not a rough patch, but like they've been together since day one.
Yeah. Mm. Now my boy Austin don't exist.
Yeah. No, Austin did exist, but I never saw Shelly having a spark with him for real.
I agree, and I ain't
Like I
gonna
just
lie.
knew she wasn't gonna go that route.
And I was always on the boat that I just felt like Austin didn't do enough. Like, because
Yeah.
this is really our first time being able to talk. So like, we're over here going into like the last week, and
Mhm.
we got a lot to unravel because like going back to
Yeah.
Austin, like you said, like even though he was with Shelly, even that there was the one episode I forget what episode it was, and Shelly and Austin had just walked over to have a chat. I think it was like they did like a workout together or something like that. And as soon
Mhm.
as they started talking, Ace came over and just took Shelly. And
Yeah.
Austin didn't say a word. Austin was like, all right, cool. But then you like we've seen like things where like Nick will come up and like take the tea that TJ made. He'll take it back down to the kitchen and be like, yeah, you don't need that. Or we've seen like
Yeah.
when Pepe came to talk to Hannah and told Charlie he had to leave the kitchen, and Charlie was like, ah, if you want to take her, you can ask her to go somewhere else. If she wants to go with you, chooses to go with you.
Mhm.
But I'm not going nowhere. So like, and those all came after that happened with Austin, and I felt that way like in the moment when it happened. So like, do you feel like Austin was kind of a pushover in his time on the show, or do you feel like he was just like that's how gentle giants come?
Both. I think he definitely was a pushover, but I also just feel like he was like that with every girl he was coupled up with, though. Like he didn't do enough or even show that he was there looking for love. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get that he was looking for love at all. He's just so like you can't read him.
I agree with that. Like he felt like he felt like he was just hanging out there. Like he it didn't
Yeah.
really seem like he cared too much. Like he it seemed like he was annoyed that Shelly and Ace spent so much time together because he was coupled up with her, but again, he never really did
Yeah.
anything to prove otherwise that she should be invested in him. So, but I don't love the way
Yeah.
Shelly
I don't
moves. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love the way Shelly moves.
I don't either because that whole argument that she had with it wasn't directed towards Ace, but like she was telling him, she didn't like what Huda did, but she wasn't hearing what he was saying about, okay, well, you doubled back and kissed Chris a second time. And she just wasn't hearing his feelings or like anything, but that's only what we
Right,
saw. They
right.
could have had a better conversation, but like I didn't like that at all. And I also don't like how they scream, oh, girls, girl, and they just went off on Huda. But now, or Huda, however you pronounce her name, Huda.
Coulda,
But
shoulda,
then
woulda.
they wanna push but now they wanna push the Nick and Olandria. It's just like, "Okay, but that's not girls' code then." Like, I don't get why, like, y'all are trying to have a girls' code when you're supposed to be looking for love.
Do you think? Nick and Taylor will sit down and have that conversation, or do you think it'll just be like kind of brushed by when the what do they go by, the three musketeers,
Musketeers,
the three
Three
musketeers,
Stooges,
the three stooges, when the three stooges get together, do you think
this
it'll just
three.
like kind of get brushed by like, oh, Landry and Nick, and then just that's kind of it, or do you think Nick and Taylor will have like a one-on-one conversation?
I can see them having a one-on-one conversation, and I think it will go great, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll go great, but
I
and that's
think
why I
I want to
kind of
have
was
hopes.
wondered like, do you think they'll even really talk about it, or do you think it'll just be like kind of like a passing comment? Because Taylor does seem to be very happy with Clark, and I love Taylor and Clark together. I
Yes.
I like Taylor and Alandria together
Say,
more. I felt like, but
okay, so honestly, I used to be a crash out. So I feel Huda 100%. Like when she crashed out, I got it to an extent because it's just like, that's your ball. That's supposed to be your ball. And y'all are having this disagreement, or he's not doing this or that. But then it's just like some of the things she crashes out over is not that important. Like oh, you gave her two pancakes and only gave me one, and gave her a flower and didn't give me one. Like
that
I
matters.
didn't like
That
that.
that flower was crazy.
Does
I
it
thought
does
that looking at
matter.
the plates. When I saw the plates, I said, hold on, who that plate with the
That's the first
flower
thing I
going to?
noticed.
Who that plate with the flower going to? Because that matters.
It does matter. It's just like the way she went about it. She could have made a joke about it, like, "Oh, so she got two
Yes,
pancakes
yes.
and I got one." Like, not gotten upset about it
It's not something
that
to
much.
grill somebody over. You can address things without
Yes,
making everything like, oh, now I'm about to grill you for because I didn't like it.
yes. I think though, I think if I was there though, I would probably be a little bit like Shelly or even Olandria, just because not
Oh,
even
she's
not
a
a
mean girl.
not
She's a mean
whoa.
girl. You heard it here
I'm
first.
not a mean
She's a
girl.
mean girl.
Not even Olandria. I'm just saying as personality
Yikes.
wise, like they are getting the best of the experience. Shelly is. Shelly was dibbling dabbling. Like she was getting the best of the experience. But if I would have to go, I feel like I don't think any of them are mean girls, honestly. And I don't like that whole persona being pushed on any of the girls because again, you said we don't see everything.
So all right. So the final three, you got to pick one. You got Shelly, Alandria, and Huda. Who do you? If you looked
Okay.
in the mirror and only one could look back at you, who you see?
Olandria.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
What islander do you relate to the most then?
Nick, by far,
Is
like
it
it easily.
okay?
I feel like there are certain things I see from like other like I see like with Pepe, like the way Pepe's able to like check people. Like I see a lot of that in me. Like I feel like no matter what group I'm in or like no matter what conversation is being carried, like even like with tonight's episode when Nick was talking about, oh well, I guess I'll just see where I go from here, and Pepe was like, yo, like these
Hmm.
are real people and real emotions. Like it's not just like a video game or anything like that. So like I did
Yeah.
respect that a lot. It didn't come off like he was being like a dickhead or telling or trying to like check him or anything, but like just telling him like be cautious how you move and like be mindful that these are other people with like real feelings that like because
Hmm.
like he was very honest with himself that he didn't like feel his connection with Grayson because he was still focused on Hannah. So I felt like that's where that was coming
Yeah.
from. It wasn't like checking him. It was like, yo, like I've been there where my person just left like the real emotions about real people. So like even though she's gone
Hmm.
and even though there's other people here, like realize this is real. So
Yeah.
I do resonate with that a
Yeah.
lot, but I'm too goofy to be anybody else to feel like I relate to anybody more than like Nick. Like also and to we are aware of the comments and aware of why Cierra has left the show. We're not ignorant to the fact, but um we're going to be very honest with our feelings and we're going to talk about the things that we feel like discussing. And Sierra and Nick, we have talked about how we enjoyed them as a couple. Um,
Hmm.
comments were made. Producers decided to do what they felt necessary. I don't really have any comments on that. That's their decision. That's out of my control. I'm going to continue watching and enjoying the show how I've been the entire season. But I'm not going to shy
Same.
away from talking about a couple that I was heavily invested in through majority of the
Yeah.
season.
No. Yeah. And she was on. on it for yeah, she's basically made it through, so I don't wanna just bypass her.
Right. It's to talk about Nick and not, or to talk about a lot of what's happened on the show and to just ignore that feels. It's not like the Yulissa situation where she was there episode 1 and episode 2 she's gone. It's not much to talk about.
Yeah.
Sierra, has,
Mm-mm.
like you said, has been there pretty much the whole time,
Mhm.
and plenty of other Islanders have left over the time. What do you feel like was the worst dumping from the island?
I wanna say it has to be Charlie and TJ because they both had connections where we can clearly see these girls are crying about it. Am I missing anybody else? Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie,
Go ahead, say it. I know who you're about to say. Say it.
who am I gonna say?
Say his name. Say his name.
Jalen? Jalen?
Oh, brother.
No? I'm
Oh,
trying to
bro.
think. I liked
So
Charlie.
Jeremiah gets no love. Jeremiah, no,
Oh, yes,
no.
yes, Jeremiah. I feel like Jeremiah definitely, um,
Jeremiah, if you
should
hear
have
this, we're
been
so sorry, Jeremiah. Every like,
no, I
are you
just
caught up in
forgot.
social media? Everybody has to like Jeremiah. It's what we have to do.
I like Jeremiah. I had to go back and rewatch the episodes. I like him, and I don't like that he got targeted so much. But I wanna say it would have to
Especially
be
by the boys, right? Like it
yeah,
like
'cause it's
that
just like
was ridiculous.
yeah, like you are talking about, "Oh, go explore, make new connections," and then he does it, and he's wrong for it. But
Who would be
mhm.
your final four? Your final four couples.
Okay, so I have to just be fair and say that Taylor and Clark, Ace and Shelley, um, because Iris and Pepe are jumping into it, I'm not gonna vote them. Um, I kinda like Amaya and Brian, I'm not gonna lie. Amaya Papaya found her a man that meets her all of
Um,
her, and I
My
love her, so
papaya.
I wanna say Nick and Olandria, but then it's just like they've also just are keep getting dumped together, and I don't know where this is going to go. Like, why give
Right.
don't give us them and then kick them off because then I'm gonna be upset. So, but
All
I
right.
don't.
If I had to say my four, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna go right now. My number one is who I voted for tonight, Iris and Pepe. That is that is
Okay.
that is my number one. I feel like it was so organic the way that they found each other
Mhm.
and like they didn't force it. Like it's not like they jumped right into
Mm-mm.
it. It was like, oh, we got to be together. It was like, and Pepe has shown that he doesn't have to be with someone. He's also shown he
That's
really has a
true.
type. If you got blonde hair, blue eyes, Pepe going for you. If
Yes.
only Bella could have met Pepe, they would have been cute together.
They really would've, and Bella was very outgoing, like, I loved Bella, and I didn't like that she had to go either, I'm just gonna be honest.
I wasn't a huge fan of Bella, but I did feel bad, and I did like her more on the rewatch than I did initially. But something about the way she talked just really annoyed me. I'll be honest. Like
Hey, yes, like, it's like she's
the way she
I
like
don't know what
carries
it
her
was.
words.
Yes, like, very like yes, that's true.
She like always got to bring it over. Like
Yeah, or and just drags him out a little bit, and it's just like, "Please just talk normal."
I'll say Iris and Pepe. That's my number one right now. But like I'm truly undecided. I had to pick a couple tonight, so no, I like Taylor said, my mom was saying one thing, and my heart was saying something else. So I went with my heart, and my heart said Iris and Pepe tonight. So that's what I went with. And then
Okay.
the next two are easy for me because like it was out of these three for me. So the next one was Taylor and Clark. And then my third one, this is probably your least liked one, Chris and Huda.
But then Chris
I do like Chris and Huda. I like Chris and Huda. I do like Chris and Huda.
think they just enable each other too much, like, golly.
Just a bunch of enablers.
Yeah.
I like them. I gotta give it time because like I felt like I wasn't really able to digest the episode with everything that happened because like our favorite couple was just swiped from us. Like
Mhm.
we're trying to move on here, but So I would say my big three is Iris and Pepe, Taylor and Clark, and Chris and Huda. And then the fourth couple that I see being in that mix, I love Nick to death. Nick is by far my favorite Islander, but I cannot choose Nick. I just do not see it. I do not think that they're I just don't see them romantically together. So if I had to put a fourth one in there, I would say Shelly and Ace because like even though I don't really love the way Shelly moves, Ace has always like been the most outgoing for his partner. And I do like Ace and Shelly together. Like I do think they're cute together. So I would say that would be my four.
I like
But
that lineup though. Other than Chris and Huda. I like them as
other than
people,
Chris and
but I
Huda,
don't like them together.
you know, we have I think on Wednesday we'll talk a lot more about things that have happened during the season because right now, like I feel like we're reeling in what's going on right now and everything because it's been a lot, but there's also been so much that's already happened. So we'll definitely dig more into everything that has happened.
I'm trying to sleep and I don't know what the I was hearing, so I covered my
Why are you
head.
cursing around the baby?
It's okay. I cry all the time.
Look at him. He ain't even got no harness on. They not fit.
I have something to tell you. I was going into last night thinking like it's platonic. I get into bed and I started getting like flutters in all parts of my body.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What is wrong with you?
I'm a little stressed because she's just a little bossy, I guess.
I can't get my credit around here.
When did you say good job to me? I've been saying good
I
job to you
have
all
said
day.
good job to you.
When?
We gotta work on our, teamwork when it comes to being in a couple.
Is there anything I need to work on?
Even if I get my heart broken.
Clark bring out a different side of me that I didn't think I even had in me, bro. I've never been like this with a girl, ever.
Bro, what?
Oh,
Bro, I'm scared.